Hey everyone, welcome back to Hit Wicket. And holy crap, that was an annihilation by England. An absolute juggernaut of an opening stand from them. And at the halfway point, I have to say, it did not look like that. It looked pretty like even, if not India just slightly ahead. England just showed us why they're the god of white ball cricket. That was a really good performance. If we look at the first innings, so India were sent in. So England obviously backed the chances already by chasing there. Again, rusty innings from Rohit and Rahul, which has been the telling of the tournament for India. Sky, I think that was the biggest wicket of the innings. If he had stayed in, you never know, 190 might have been on. Kohli batted well, although a bit slowly, 50 off 40. It was there more to stabilise the innings, and Pandya gave them a nice boost at the end to get them to a decent score, to be honest. Big props off to Adil Rashid. I guess you can talk more about him, but I thought he bowled excellently well.
I thought Adil Rashid bowled exceptionally well. He varied his pace really nicely, bowled some variations. He bowled slower to the batsmen who he thought were gonna, potentially try to go big, like not using their feet as much. And then he was bowling flatter to the batsmen like Kohli, who were using their feet a bit more. Controlled that his 4 overs really well, and it was really good to see. And I did think he would play a big role in that innings in tightening things down.
We were actually saying at the time, like, Adil Rashid versus Surya Kumar is going to be like the matchup of the game. If he gets him out, then England have a good chance, and he did get him out. And it was like on his second last delivery too, so Hardik Pandya did bat very well. That was a really good finish.
That was a really good
him.
knock,
Yeah, he was an exceptional knock to give India that
hitting.
boost. Yeah, to get them to some sort of total, really taking advantage of the square boundaries. And then we had England come in and, well, I guess...
Yeah, I think pretty much India got dicked.
Yeah.
Like, Alex Hales got off to a brilliant start.
Yeah.
Just, every time he took a risk, it just went for 4.
Yeah.
Which was one of those days.
Yeah.
He'd back away trying to smash it through cover, and he'd get it.
Yeah.
He'd get enough to go over the field for 4
Mm-hmm.
or 6 in some of those cases. And then as he sort of started to slow up a little bit, Butler was starting to accelerate.
Yeah.
So it was just like a perfect sort of partnership, and at the end of the day, they won none down.
Yeah.
With India, I think their pace options didn't work too well. Unfortunately, they just got smacked around everywhere.
Yeah.
And you'd usually go to your spinners, and Hales was sweeping them.
Yeah,
for
so
days.
well.
Sweeping them. I think he had at least 3 sweep shots I remember
Yeah.
for boundaries.
All sixes, yeah. All sixes.
Exactly, yeah. It was exceptional batting. I think India really were probably missing the wrist spinning option of Chahal, for example. They met with that 11. They thought that 11 was probably sufficient for them. England just made them look like a park cricket bowling side, honestly. And the comedy of errors, even in the field, that chamois thing, like, I don't know what's happening there.
Yeah.
Probably just didn't really bowl the right lengths. The England bats were putting so much pressure on them.
Yeah.
That every time they took a risk, as I was saying, they just got the boundary. India, played a consolidated knock during the middle there. Kohli's, run a ball, BS ways trying to play there, like sort of kind of did screw up them a little bit.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he probably could have maybe taken some more risks. But then again, on the flip side, they'll probably they did lose sort of 2 early wickets too. He sort of got out the wrong time.
Yeah.
Like he was just starting to get going, and then he gets out.
Yeah.
And then if you take up all that time and nearly strike 120, it sort of put them on the back.
It's not dissimilar to his Pakistan knock. Like he was literally the same, like 50 or 40, but that Harris Ralph over changed everything.
Exactly.
But he didn't get that.
Get that over.
Yeah.
England bowled very well to him. Credit to them. They bowled very well to him. Didn't really give him those boundary options, and he was just trickling along. And then he got out at the wrong time, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I feel like he could have taken more risk, probably a little bit more early on.
Yeah.
Well, instead of just milking them, because Adelaide Oval, average score there is 180. So I would think that the Indian batsman would have that sort of target in mind. Well, Hardik Pandya definitely did, and he was trying to get sort of to that total. Okay, Rahul, Rohit Sharma probably let
Rohit 27 off 28.
Yeah,
That
probably
was criminal.
let their team down. They did let their team down, unfortunately.
I mean, I know we're talking a lot about India, but England's batting was really good. Like, even when they bowled good deliveries, they still were hitting them for 4 to 6s. That shot from Butler, like every time the spinner bowls back of a length and he lofted cover drives it, that is if you play cricket, you know that is an insanely hard shot to play, and the way he did it with such ease, that was excellent batting. And a bit of a redemption arc for Alex Hales here. A couple of years ago, he failed a couple of drug tests, was in trouble, was also involved in that Ben Stokes incident, even though he didn't really do much in that. But yeah, and he sort of just left off the England scale because I guess Morgan didn't like him as well. It's definitely some sort of redemption arc here for getting them to the finals, and he was man of the match at the end of the day. So I think personally the two best. It was funny, me and him were saying before the World Cup started that Pakistan and England are the two favourites to coming into this tournament. But during the tournament, they weren't really that good. But now, all of a sudden, they're still the last two teams to get through. So I think the best two 2020 teams did get to the final, personally. That's
I think so. They sort of ramped up when it was needed.
Yeah.
So.
It'll be a great final to watch. Me and him will do a preview before it happens, the big dance on Sunday. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of this match. And until next time, we'll see you guys later.
Calm before the